Hey, welcome back to another episode of Rags to Riches. My special guest today is Erica. She is a custom clothes maker, shoes, all that. So whatever design you want, she helps you with that. She'll put it on shirts, jackets, you name it. Welcome, Erica.
Thank you, thank you. I'm over here in my own little world over here.
That's right. So she's doodling something for us, guys, so she can show us at the
And I
end
just
what she
started.
got.
I just started about an hour ago, so y'all gonna see the real rough, yeah, the rough draft.
That's what I'm talking about. All right. So, what is the name of your custom clothing line?
The name is Ease Sneaks. I originally started off doing just shoes.
All right. So, you got into the clothes. You went from the shoes to the clothes.
Yeah, I did. I went from shoes to clothes to everything in between.
That's what's up. So, when was your first time you realized you wanted to start doing custom clothes?
That's a good. I originally I was airbrushing clothes originally before I got my heat press and stuff like that. I was just experimenting with my for my sister.
Oh, awesome.
She was like,
So,
can you
airbrush.
airbrush a shirt? I'm like, sure, why not? Yeah. So
Oh, that's what I'm
I was
talking about.
airbrushing a shirt, and it was. I think it looks a lot better and it lasts a little bit longer, but it's harder to do.
Right. The airbrush?
It is harder to do.
I can believe it because I think I seen well, when you at the fair you can see
Right.
like oh Lord, I think somebody's on here. Is it someone you know? Okay. Anyways, um, so when we go to the fair, they usually airbrush your shirts and stuff like that. So
Right.
the center, y'all are very artistic. That is
You have
awesome.
to be.
Yeah, that is
You have to
that
have a
is
lot of
good.
patience.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So do you have a favorite item of clothes you like to do more than others?
Good question. I think it just depends on what I want to do. If I want to have more freedom to just draw and like do more artsy background type of stuff, I would prefer jacket or jeans or something like that. But just something about those shoes, I think it's more of the shoes because I know shoes will get worn more than jackets or shirts.
Right. What? Well, yeah. Well, no. Well, yeah, 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 yeah. I can agree with that. Was there ever a time you wanted to give up?
All the time.
Really?
All the time. The second you lose your mojo, the second you do something wrong, the second you mess up, the second it's just like, oh, it's just and when you have to start over, it's very discouraging. Very discouraging. Especially if you're doing shoes and you mess up on the paint, you have to start all over.
I can just imagine. So, what clothing do you do more of, women or men?
I'm gonna say more men.
More men.
Yes.
What is wrong with you, women? Come on now. We need for y'all to get it together.
Meg, I don't usually do a lot of like for women's. I do a few jackets here and there. I do a few shoes here and there, but mostly it's like men's. They want like there was a local artist that performs out of Dallas. His name is Sir Jack. I've done like countless shirts for him for music videos and stuff like that. So
That's what's up. All right now.
I think the
Well,
men mostly they're more likely to go grab the jacket versus a female.
right. Okay. Okay. We need for you women. Come on now.
Yeah, yeah, y'all, come on.
How would you describe your style?
I don't have a style. I set all my stuff out. If the person gives me a design, I'll stick to the design. I'll put my own little freestyle onto it. But if they give me free reign, I'll go by what that person likes. I'll set it out and I do more like more abstract.
Right.
So I like to put the background stuff. I like for everything to blend in together.
Okay. That's what's up. Do you freehand or have to draw it out then start? Or you more of like freehand?
It really just depends. If I'm doing shoes and stuff like that, I'll make a stencil and it just gives you like the basic outline so you can make everything really perfect. So on shoes, I do that. When I was doing shirts, I was doing that as well. I was printing a stencil, setting the stencil down and airbrushing, take the stencil off, and then everything is perfect. But
Okay.
on jean jackets, I freestyle. I get the image and then I just look and draw.
Okay. That's what's up. All right. Well, we are going to take a quick break and then we will be right back.
The Rags to Riches podcast is a dope podcast that is available on any podcasting platform, including YouTube, Apple, and Spotify podcasting. It is the perfect podcast to brighten your daily mood. It teaches you about motivation and responsibility with financial growth. Check it out today. Riches. Peace.
All right, guys, we are back from a little quick break and we're going to get right back into it. All right, so what makes your style different from any others?
Hmm. I think my style is more so geared toward the customer. I like to ask a lot of questions before I do any kind of painting, shoes, jacket, so I can throw in their favorite saying or number or quote or something like that. I always try to do something special just for that particular person.
So, how does it make you feel to see someone rock your shit? So, when you see them and you be like, okay, I did that, you know?
It's actually pretty awesome because for number one, you know that nobody else is going to have those shoes. And for number two, when when people see them and they like them, they're going to say, "Hey, where'd you get those from?" And it's you kind of feel like a celebrity almost.
Hello. Ain't that wrong with that? That's what I'm talking about. So, do people have specific things they want you to do, or do they just tell you to go ahead and freestyle it?
I get a lot of freestyle. Sometimes they want like a specific cartoon, or I do a lot of anime. Or they'll want their birthday, their kid wants Fred Flintstone or something like that. So
Yeah.
every blue moon, if they ask for something, I'll do it.
Okay, that's what's up. So you also do kids stuff as well. So that's good. That is what's up. So do you get a lot of people that want you to do like stuff for their kids, parties, or wear their birthday outfits?
Right. Yes.
Have you ever had to
Birthday.
do a custom like birthday fit, shoes,
Mhm,
everything?
mhm. I've done a birthday fit. My cousin, she had a birthday fit for her baby, and she ended up having a smash cake. So she ended up doing two outfits, and a pair of shoes.
All right, now that's what I'm talking about. Y'all
Yeah, it
better
was
hit
her big
her
birthday. And that
up.
was actually one of the outfits that I sent you, one of the Princess and the Frog
Oh,
outfit.
oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
That was beautiful. Guys, y'all got to see some of her work. When I say it's awesome, I promise you, you would not be disappointed.
Thank
So
you.
what was your biggest challenge?
I think the hardest thing that I've done was actually a pair of cleats.
You had to do some cleats?
I did a pair. I
Oh
actually
yeah.
the one customer I've done 3 pair of cleats for him,
Oh wow.
for his son. The material of the cleats is really, really hard to paint, and then
Right.
it's really hard to get the paint to stick. So you have to do
Right.
a lot to prepare to paint it. So
Right. Oh, I cannot imagine. But I bet she stood out from the rest.
hey, and that's the goal. That's the goal.
Right. So what is your most requested design to do?
Lately, it's been more anime. It's an anime called One Piece. And so the last like 5 customs, maybe 6 customs have been One Piece jacket. The cleats that I did, they were One
Right.
Piece. I did a pair of shoes for a lady. She owns a business. I did a pair for her whole family.
Oh geez. That's what's up. That what you want? That what you want. So is it costly for if someone wanted you to do like a custom jacket or shirt or shoes? Is it
No, it's not costly at all. It just depends on what the person wants. It's gonna be no more than $200. I try to keep everything
okay?
affordable. What
Right.
I feel I would pay for something,
Right.
that's what I charge the next person.
Y'all hear that? A lot of y'all need to think like that now. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. Because I actually like to paint. I like what I do. I'm make a, this is a side hustle. It's not a living, so I don't have to rob you doing it. So y'all come on
Right.
now, hit me up.
That's us. If someone wants you to freestyle, how do you come up with the idea?
If I know the customer, then I would go by, like I said, their favorite cartoon or their favorite video game or their favorite saying. If I
Right.
don't know them, I would ask what what their favorite saying is. But if they
Right.
wanted like a complete freestyle, I would probably go by what is more popular at the moment.
Right. Right. I can dig that. That's what's up. So is there any design that you would not do?
I don't copy other artists' work. I like everything to be original, one of
Right.
one. But everything else, even if I can't or I've never painted it before, I will certainly give it a try.
Right.
I'm not
Well,
afraid of a challenge.
there's nothing wrong with that. Have you ever messed up on a shoe or a shirt and just had to keep starting over till you felt like it was right?
All the time, but it was an expensive lesson, so I have to try to get it right the first time now.
I know that's right. Especially like if you buying like, because I know some people they would bring their shirt or and some people don't, so you have to go out and buy
Right.
everything and so yeah, it can definitely get expensive. That's for
Yes,
sure.
and I've had to replace a couple of things too. So it's like I said, once you do it a couple of times, you learn your lesson.
I know that's right. So you just paint or do you I know you say you airbrush too. So do you do both or really?
I paint, I airbrush, and then it's called sublimation, where you can like print an image and then press the image onto different items. I do that. I do it all. I'm trying to take over the world over here.
I know that's real. Ain't nothing wrong with that. How have you ever had anyone complain about something that you've done for them?
No complaints. Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Oh yes, knock on wood. We got a kiss knock on the forehead.
Yes, knock on everything. I try to make sure I send every kind of picture, video before I take it all the way over there and they don't like it. I have had someone send something back one time, but he sent a picture via email and had me try to match that picture of a shoe via email.
Right.
And he wanted 4 different things. 3 things I got right, but the last thing I got wrong. So he ended up sending one shoe back, and then I had to redo the shoe.
Oh Lord. So if you have to do a reshoe if you have to redo a shoe that you've already done, is it easy for the paint or anything to come off? So how would you strip it?
It's not easy because by the time you're done, you've put the paint on there, you put your finisher on there. So, you got to just go back and it's called acetone that you have to use. Take your acetone, take it off and start all over.
So is it a specific paint that you use?
For shoes? It's a paint called Angela's Paint. It's for leather.
Okay, that's awesome.
But
Okay,
there's a couple
so
other paints I use depending on the shoe.
okay, and what about the shirts? I know you said sublimation, but do you paint on shirt as well?
I
And
do.
is it the same paint?
It's called Createx that I use for shirts. It's more for fabric. You can
Right.
use Jacquard and a couple of other things, but mostly Createx.
Okay, so do you when you wash it, is it easily to come off, or it? I mean, it once it's there, it's there.
That's the hard. I think airbrushing is the hardest thing because one and done on the paint. You only got one chance,
Right.
and it doesn't wash out. So
Ooh,
yeah,
I could.
that's why I said it's an expensive hobby. I mean, the shirts aren't that expensive, but if you're
Right.
messing up and throwing them
Oh
away and
yeah.
here and there, it
Oh
adds up
yeah.
quick.
Oh yeah. And I know the jack is definitely expensive.
Very. So I would go very careful with those.
That's what's up. So do you have like any pictures or anything that you can show the viewers like some of your work, or are we waiting on that finished product?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm still sketching this up. I don't really have too much right now because everything that I do is custom ordered. They
Right.
order something, I buy it, and I ship it out. But I do have a jacket that I can show.
Yes, come on now.
And this jacket, I did this jacket. I want to say I did this jacket like 2 years ago.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. And you freestyle, freehand everything that's on there.
Mhm.
Honey, you are awesome. Oh yes. Oh wow. Yeah.
It
Oh
was
yeah.
like
Is it?
90s throwback.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is it any cartoon character that you can't draw, or you just
I can try everything. I'm not good with like dragons and stuff like that, but I'll give it
right?
a try,
And there's nothing wrong with that. Money. That's what you have to. In order for you to get better at things, you have to try something.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So how far we are with this sketch here?
Practice makes perfect. I'm
Absolutely.
still sketching it out, but like I said, I just started about an hour ago. Usually it'll take me about a week to finish a jacket, just depending on what the customer wants.
Right. Okay. So that's basically your turnaround time will be about a week.
I always say 2 to 4 weeks just to give
Right.
plenty of time, but it can be as little as a day. I finished a pair of shoes in a day before.
Oh wow. Yeah. And yeah, you don't want to just tell somebody, okay, well, this is the time, and then they're gonna expect that, and then you're not done.
Because I'm impatient and I'm like, oh, where is it? Well, so I know how the customer can be. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes, I can understand that.
but I try to send updates and everything like that. So
That's good. And that's how you get your rep as well. When you definitely follow up with people. You got some that won't. Yeah, and you constantly be trying to get in contact with them with stuff like, okay, well, this ain't done, and then they never get in contact with you, or it's just so it's always good to, keep your guests, not your guests, but your folks, and letting them know where you're at, how far you are, and all that good stuff. So what's the farthest you ever had to send a custom order to?
I haven't shipped anything international. I'm probably gonna say Chicago.
Okay.
I did 3 pair for this guy named Ian in Chicago. I did his wedding shoes actually, so that was pretty interesting.
Oh yeah. Have you ever did any custom items for any celebrities or anyone?
Not yet.
Not yet. Claim it.
Not yet. Yes, ma'am. I'm speaking that into existence. But there is a couple of local
Absolutely.
artists from Dallas that I have done stuff for.
Okay, that's what's up. That's good though, and they could get the word out. Y'all get
Yeah.
that word out now. They could definitely get the word out. You always want to, it only take one person to get that word out, and get you
That's
going.
all I need. All I need
That's it.
is a toe in the door. I don't even need the whole foot. I just need a
I
toe.
know that's real. Same here. Same here. Because I do custom stuff too. Like I like to do the Apple bands and little stuff like that. I do the
Okay.
tumblers and I got my own little small business as well besides the podcast.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
oh yeah, I did
Jack of all
dabble a
trades
little
over there
bit.
too, huh?
Oh yeah, I try to be. I love crafting now. Love
I'll
it.
see, man. You would get along then, because I like
Yeah, I
crafting too. I do a lot of
I,
little. I like to, I just like to keep my hands busy.
yes. When the kids ain't got them busy.
Oh, I know. I hear I hear banging on his door.
Look, well, mine is with their grandmothers,
Okay.
grandmother at the moment. I don't hear
Okay.
no screaming, so I know they not in there yet.
No, no, that's right. I hear my baby in there making noise. He playing his Roblox game, so
Oh my God, don't they love that darn Roblox?
it's got him in a chokehold right
Yeah,
now.
yep. My nieces and nephews, they in my middle boy, they love it.
Asking
Love
me
it.
for Roblox.
Yes. So with the shoes and the shirts or anything that's custom, do you try to make the turnaround time back the same?
It just depends on what the customer wants and like how far they are and stuff like that. I try to get
Right.
everything done. And if it's the weekend, I try to get everything done 1 day, 2 day turnaround.
Right.
If it's during the week and they need it, I can do it in as little as an hour. But I try to keep everything to the weekend.
Right. So if they need something quicker than the time that you give them, do you like try to charge them extra so you can get on top of there, especially if you had somebody before them? How do you handle
Right.
that?
I do have a line jump fee. I do have an overnight fee. I got
Right.
a copy somebody else fee. Anything they want, I can do it overnight. Next
Right.
day, meet you up somewhere. I do have prices for all that too. So
Absolutely. Hey, ain't that wrong with that? Hey, if they want it, they'll pay for it.
yeah, exactly. Because I've seen
Absolutely.
it all. I've seen a lady. She ordered some shirts for her husband's birthday, and his was wrong. Everyone else's was right. So she's like, "Yo, I need a shirt for in 2 hours." And so my cousin, it was from my cousin. She came over here and got the shirt and paid $50.
Hey, yeah. When they want
Left a
it, they
nice little
want
tip for me. So hey,
it.
but I wasn't
Ain't
trying to.
nothing
I
wrong
didn't
with
charge her
that.
that. I said 30, which was my rush fee. She gave me 50 as a
Right.
tip. So hey,
That's what's up. So that means when somebody tips you good, your work is
yeah.
all
Hey,
that in a bag of chips.
if I can do it, I can do it. If I can't, then I'll just straight up tell you that I can't.
Right. So is with like the shoes and the shirt, like have you ever had to do like a really big image or
I had to do a bunch of little images on a shoe
oh
before. I haven't had to do a big image on the back of a jacket I have.
mm,
And it's a little bit complicated to paint on denim. Once you get the flow going, everything is cool. But
right.
the original sketching part is, whew, it's a lot.
It's a lot. So is
The
it any
texture.
right? Is it any specific like because I know it's like pencils and different pens that you have to use to sketch your art out like on material? Is it certain ones that you use for that as well?
It just depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I'll use special pencil, the charcoal pencil. Sometimes I use a white, colored pencil just so I can see the line and outline it. And because it's hard to get the pencil lines off sometimes. So, but today I'm going to paint the images. I'm going to paint a background so the lines won't matter on this one.
Okay, that's what's up. Y'all, we are waiting on this beautiful image. We are patiently waiting. We are patiently waiting. So, have you ever had to do like a portrait?
I'm still working on portraits. I haven't done anything on shoes or anything like that, but I have done one on the canvas before. I'm not really too good with realism, so I try to stay away
No,
from
right,
people and hands and pianos and things like that. I mostly stick to cartoon,
right.
inanimate trees and butterflies and stuff like that.
Okay, so have you ever tried to, if someone give you an image and you try to like animate it? Have you ever tried to
Oh
do
yeah,
that?
I've done
Like
that
make
before.
them?
Yeah, the character type
Okay,
of drawing. I've done that
yeah,
before.
okay, that's neat. Because I know I be seeing some of it. Oh my God, it's this one man. I don't know who he is, but he when he does like the cartoon of people, he really make them look so damn funny. And
Oh wow.
yeah, I be like, what in the world? And they be so tickled because they mouth would be like so big, they teeth would be hanging like a horse. Oh God, it. But he does real good work though, because
Okay.
everybody goes to him, and he doesn't put it on other. It's just like a little canvas or something that
Okay.
he does and put them on. So, what was like the biggest order you've ever had?
Mm, I did some shirts for a family reunion one time,
How many?
and I thought I was never gonna get done. I did 300 shirts. I did
300.
300 shirts. Luckily, it wasn't too complicated, and it wasn't front and back. It was only front.
Right.
And he gave me plenty of time, but still, it's only me,
That's
so
a lot.
I
Oh yeah.
couldn't press everything by myself.
Oh my goodness gracious. That's a lot.
Yes, it was a lot. I was over there sweating in my little corner. I'm like, whoo, but I handled it.
How many you had? How many did you do a day until you got them
Like on the
done?
weekend, I went and I was like 50 a day. You can do it, you can do it. But during the week, I try to do like 20. I don't like to do stuff when I'm too tired because then I lose my my edge.
Right. Jesus Christ. I don't think I could do that, Benny. I'm waiting on some. Oh Lord,
It was a lot. It was a lot. He was
that
like, "You
is
got
a lot.
280," and I'm like, "Yikes!" And then afterwards, he was like, "Yo, I forgot the triple X." So then he ended up doing the large sizes later in the end.
Oh my goodness gracious. I think I would have passed out.
I said, "Whew." But I was trying to, get my name out there. And I said, no, this was
Right.
like 2 years ago. And I was trying to get a bigger heat press. So I needed the money doing
Right.
that to get the bigger heat press. So I had to make it happen.
Right. So do you ever use the or do you have I can't think of what those, it's like them real big machines where it's almost like the sublimation, but it prints out the
Oh,
image.
DTG. No, I don't have
Yes.
it's called direct to garment print. I want one,
Yes.
but yeah, my pocket's not that deep. Not yet.
It's costly. It's
Very
very
costly.
costly.
Like the low end one starts off like at 3K.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
not yet, but I one day.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Keep speaking it, honey. Keep
Oh, I
speaking
am. Hey,
it.
I speak it every day. I'm gonna keep on saying it till it happens.
I know that's real. Well, as you can see, I'm running out of questions, y'all. We trying to get this hair painted. We want to see this beautiful work.
Yeah,
We
we
want to
still
see
we
this
still
work.
moving over here, but
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
do my crap.
Oh yeah, that is gonna be awesome.
And like I said, everything is by hand. I'll do the main image, and once I get the main image correct, then I paint that, and then I go in with the background.
Okay, and you definitely gotta send me a picture, but let all the guests know where they can follow you, and if they need to put in a custom order, how they can get in contact with you.
They can message my Facebook, which is going to be facebook.com/ESSNEAKS eSneaks. And then it's going to be eSneaks1 on IG.
Okay.
Or they can hit me up at esneaks.bigcartel.com.
All right, guys, y'all heard it. Y'all make sure y'all hit her up and get some of these nice and beautiful custom orders.
Definitely.
Cause she raw. Y'all definitely go look on her page too, so y'all can see some of her work.
Yeah, y'all hit my page.
Absolutely. Well, I want to thank you so much for being a guest. This was wonderful. I enjoyed every minute. And she will be sending me the picture, guys.
Definitely.
to my phone. So I will be posting the finished work on my page so you guys can see how awesome she is.
Definitely. It won't be too long, you guys.
So y'all be looking out for it. But again, I want to thank you so much for being a guest. This was
Thank you for having me.
awesome.
I really appreciate it. My first podcast, you guys. So
hey, see, I could pop my collar too now. This is our first one. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
So when she make it big.
Oh, for sure. I'm having you on my podcast. I'm gonna have to
hello. Come on, I'm ready. All right, guys. Till next time. Peace.
Peace.